On today's episode of Based After Dark,
This guy got paid to play RuneScape and treated it like a fucking joke.
$10,000 for how many hours? I think it was like 2.
So you know that laptop was touchscreen.
Oh,
And
dude!
so
Oh my
many
god! I
people
witnessed that
kept
live.
coming
dude.
up to him and being like, "Oh, you should," and they would click,
Go
not
here.
knowing that it's touchscreen.
He would just start
and his character
running,
runs, and he dies, and he's just like,
Dude, I'm 99% sure that was the hooker laptop. I'm just like, Cherry, do not fucking go. Do not pull the woolly lever. There's gonna be PKers there with accounts built, ready to kill. Because remember, there was all that drama. All the PKers were trying to like get all those accounts to vote no, and there was all that drama around Jam. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna have accounts. And I'm in call, and I just watch him die in the chat. He goes, "Oh, sorry guys."
Based After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Based After Dark, episode 101. Thank you to all of our patrons. We greatly appreciate you. Episode 100 was a banger. Hope you guys enjoyed. Today we're joined by Hamzy, Tasty Life, and T Papa Slice, and Saint Tits, who's going to be filling in for me because, as you can see, my power is out, and I'm sitting here on the last 20% of my power on my tablet and my phone, thieving nights. So, this is it for me. You know, if the power comes back on, maybe I'll jump back in midway. Maybe you'll see me on the Patreon. We're going to be talking about dead bodies today. Saint Tits, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, we're going to need
Prison
it.
Joe's own volition.
Also, I'd like to just point out, can I point out real quick? Prison Joe doesn't like us talking about RuneScape, and he's just playing RuneScape with his power out, which I guess,
he's literally choosing RuneScape over
dude,
us. That's what
he's a fraud.
Bro,
because he's a fraud.
That felt like when I would like put Gatorade in the toilet and be like, "Mom, look, I throwed up. I can't go to school today." He's like, "Guys, look, my internet is out. I can't be here."
This guy just turned his lights off and fucking took the day off, bro. That's all
he lit some candles and be like, "This will sell it to him. This will surely."
It did. I believe him. I believe him 100%, man. He sold it.
Bro's live from Luigi's Haunted Mansion right now.
Well, fuck, guys. What should we even talk about? Like, it's good to see y'all. I miss y'all since we're doing this bi-weekly schedule.
Yeah, I got a lot of good, very positive feedback from episode 100. I think the listeners really enjoyed it. So thank you guys. We had a very good time.
No,
I feel like there's good things. I feel like there's a lot to talk about with RuneScape too. To make Prison Joe jealous for choosing RuneScape over the pod. Actually, dude, one thing I wanted to ask you guys about. Have you noticed how fire the RuneScape, the official old school RuneScape Twitter has been lately?
It's getting better. Whoever they hired was good. I heard they hired Tootie Hootie.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, dude. I feel like.
Do you guys want to know who they hired? I can tell you.
Seriously, dude.
Well, okay, you have to bleep it because this is not like timestamp it because I'm not technically supposed to tell you guys this.
It's Hootie.
Dude, Hootie came into my chat. He typed one thing and then left, bro. I don't know what he's doing, man. He's just dropping Easter eggs of being back after being cyberbullied out of his job.
That's so crazy, bro. That's such a crazy fucking thing to happen to you. Is that like you shit post old school RuneScape Twitter so fucking well, it lands you the job, and then all the incels of RuneScape Twitter was like, "No, we don't want you to have this job," and they took it away.
What is there a reason why they hated him so much?
I don't know, but like, do you even need to give those group of people a reason to do anything?
I think he was like blocking them from the official account or something.
Yeah, that was what stemmed it all. He was blocking people.
Shocker.
Okay, well, yeah. Maybe you should have done that.
We don't even.
Well, I mean, yeah, from the official account, I don't know.
The point of blocking. The amount of people that I have muted, I couldn't even begin to tell you. Like, someone does one annoying tweet, muted. I have the shortest fuse on what is coming across my feed.
I think the only acceptable case for that, like if he was just doing it like out of vengeance, I understand that's inappropriate. But if he's like blocking people that are just harassing the fuck out of the entire RuneScape team on everything they tweet, like that's pretty understandable. Like I don't think you can get mad at Jagex for doing that.
Yeah, that's fine. He'd have a job if he just muted him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But muting them would not stop them from being able to
Yeah,
just
but
hide
like
there
if
with
it's
flies or
not,
something,
if
I have
it's
no idea.
you know, you just put on the blinders. Like who cares? Like those guys just make themselves look bad. Like
I mean,
Yeah,
for all
I
we
don't know.
Hooney asked like Jagex, can he ban these people? And may have even had to get permission to ban
yeah.
them. We don't even,
Regardless, I'd still just mute
I have
him.
no idea.
yeah, we don't even know.
He'd
Like
probably have a
his
job.
side, but no, he probably have a job, and that's why you don't fuck with old school RuneScape Twitter.
Yeah.
Because shit happens all
Yeah,
the
look
time.
at Mango now.
Mango. Like,
Mango.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that, man. You know
The
that
Super
kind of
Smash guy.
that thing, dude. That sucks.
Dude, this guy
for me
this
because
guy
he was my
got
hero
paid.
for so long.
This
for
guy
so
got
long.
paid to play RuneScape and treated it like a fucking joke. Said on stream-
$10,000 for how many hours? I think it was like 2.
It was like
Oh, are the
5
hours
I
actually
think.
out for that? I mean, are the numbers?
People
Allegedly.
were tweeting about it, but I do know it was 10K, right? Like that was confirmed, $10,000
It
for
was-
whatever the
you're
session was.
Probably based
You're
per
getting
person, I
paid to
think.
play a great game for like a brand new release of a hot game mode, like, you know, and then you go on stream talking about, oh, I gotta play fucking Runestone tomorrow, not knowing how serious this community
Yeah, that's
is.
I gotta be real though.
They did
RuneScape back then
not-
sucked, dude. That game was awful. It's way better now.
Dude,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
It's also such an inappropriate thing to do with a sponsor. Like that's PR 101. If you have any
Yeah.
sponsor.
just for
Like,
any
What are you
sponsor,
doing,
like,
bro?
for whatever you're getting paid to
Yeah,
do,
well,
dude. You gotta
he's
say,
also
"Oh, I gotta
canceled
do this
now."
fuck." I mean,
He's
bro,
don't know if you saw
uncanceled
that.
again.
semi-canceled.
even if it was
Canceled?
Semi-canceled.
even if it was like Raid Shadow Legends, oh, I gotta play fucking Raid Shadow. Like even that, you're not gonna. It's not good taste.
Yeah,
to
dude. If anyone
say something
asks,
like
I
that.
love Raid Shadow Legends. I play it every day.
Yeah,
That's-
I love it.
I haven't been
Unironically-
sponsored by them in a year.
Of all those
and I
games,
love
Raid Shadow Legends is the best one. Of all the games, Raid Shadow Legends sucked the least. It really did. I did not hate
But-
Raid
Well,
Shadow
that's
Legends.
because
I'm
they
being
had
honest.
the auto scroller for you. You would just click that; it would battle for you.
Dude,
The
I
auto.
kind of
Yeah.
the auto, but you're still like gearing up your. I don't know. I've done a
They
couple
didn't let me do
sponsorships.
that with whatever. I forget the name of the game. I guess I won't say it anyway. But they told me not to put on the auto scroller, and I had to like click everything manually when I was doing
Oh,
it.
fuck!
But this guy-
Yeah.
I enjoyed
It
Raid.
wasn't
of all
Raid,
the
but
games
it
I've
was-
done,
yeah.
Raid was the best one, and I
Okay,
never played
you
it
guys are
afterwards.
really
but still,
They're all
sucking up to it.
fundamentally
But it's good.
the
I want you
same.
guys to get your bag. But
Dude,
this guy,
okay,
you know,
when Raid
he
comes at
says
you with
this-
$4,000, bro, like you're gonna do whatever you want. All right.
Okay, yeah, take like 2 zeros off that, and that's. But
$40.
this guy says this, but this guy makes this comment, you know, not realizing how serious the OSR's community is, and I feel like he just had thousands of people, you know, lighting candles in their shrines, sending bad juju towards him, and look at him now,
Yeah.
dude. Shouldn't have done that.
Mango had
That's all.
a.
It started with RuneScape.
Apparently, it was like a known secret that Mango had a drinking problem and would do this in public. There had
Oh,
been-
that wasn't a secret, bro.
Mango's a
fucking
very public alcoholic.
Yeah.
He tweeted about it a lot.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
Ludwig brings him on and then eggs him to drink, and then of course a person that shouldn't get drunk gets drunk at a party, and we all know what happens then. They fucking put on a Lakers jersey and play pee pong, or for too long, or beer pong. That's what it was. Fuck.
And it was
Yeah,
a
that-
Pelicans
that
jersey.
fucking-
Don't
Pelicans
say
jersey.
nothing.
Pelicans
don't,
jersey.
Don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're-
Pelicans jersey beer pong, dude. Don't bring the Lakers into this, dude.
I don't know what jersey.
Sorry.
I don't watch sports. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. They hoed Mango pretty bad, but then he said he took a month off, he got better, and then he tweeted that he's sorry and he's better, and now he started going live again, I think, and everyone forgave him.
A month.
That was fucking quick.
Well, he did.
Damn. Okay.
Bro,
his
that's
friends
Ramadan.
egged him
Like,
on to
what do you
drink,
mean a
and then the
month?
same friends turned on him, bro. Like, how long, you know? Like,
I-
damn, bro.
I didn't.
That's
We
still
embrace that around
Mango's
here.
fault by all regards. Like I don't
Yeah.
think you can defend
The
Mango
issue
in that
is, it's just like,
situation.
why is nobody handing out bumps to bring him back? Why are they just letting him just
See,
get
that's
more
where
drunk?
they went wrong. That's
Yeah.
why
Nerds,
they
man,
should be
yeah.
held accountable, dude.
That's why nothing ever goes wrong at our parties. We have and
Yeah.
we have all the bumps.
I mean, statistically, we're 2 for 2. Like we got 2 flawless parties back to
Dude,
back.
we
You know what I
really
mean?
Dude, are we gonna?
Like a couple pieces of broken furniture, but no fights. You know, like we're chilling.
Dude, are we gonna throw a rager this year at TwitchCon with the Airbnb we got?
Are
you guys.
you guys gonna throw a rager? Because we're in our own private Airbnb this time, dude.
Oh,
I'm very
dude.
excited for it.
You guys are gonna miss all the fun. You guys, I feel it's gonna be so
We're
weird.
probably gonna be there all the time except for when we're sleeping. Is what I'm assuming is gonna happen.
Yeah, you get all the benefits without spending any of the money.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
we're
we'll
still
fill
spending
your
money,
fridge
dude. We're paying
with
like
I
the same
know.
thing you guys are paying per
No, I
person.
know.
bro.
I know. I'm just giving y'all shit.
We're not really even saving money here.
I'm really excited though. So guys, we have a okay. We say this every time that like we have this base compound. It's this giant fucking Airbnb, but this time we really fucking do. I feel like this is the nicest Airbnb we've acquired in our time of going to TwitchCon
Oh yeah, dude.
or planning these
That thing
trips.
is insane. That thing is crazy.
And
It's one of the best Airbnbs I've ever seen, just like in general.
Yeah.
No, that's insane.
I feel like we say
Like
that
the
every trip,
first-
though. You know, like it always
Well,
like
Yeah.
find a way to
Always
like.
outdoing ourselves.
My
Yeah,
personal
exactly.
favorite, honestly, is probably the first TwitchCon we did. It wasn't like a cool Airbnb explicitly. I just think it was the best layout for what we needed. The Tennessee one, also beautiful. That
Yep.
one was great.
True.
The Las Vegas one was really gaudy, but like it worked fine. Like it was still great. For the
Perfect
party,
for
you know what I mean?
Vegas. It was a
Yeah,
perfect
it's
Vegas
very,
house.
very Vegas. Yeah.
yeah, I would say the first San Diego TwitchCon like is the closest you could probably get to like a Project X type party, where there's just everywhere you look, there's just people, for like, and like that was actually a spacious Airbnb. I didn't stay there obviously, but when I first arrived there, I saw the place. I was like, oh, this is nice and spacious. And what day did like the Rager happen by accident? Was that Thursday or Friday
Saturday.
or Saturday?
No, that was the one on
Every
Always
day
purpose.
that
Saturday.
ended
Saturday
with
is
Y.
on
What are you
purpose.
talking about? I don't even.
Well, Thursday was like or no, was it Wednesday we all got there, and that was
The
like
big
the
party
first
was
night.
Saturday. It's always been
Yeah.
Saturday.
But we did accidentally throw a rager, I think, on Thursday as well.
It was either Thursday or
Maybe
Friday.
It was one of
And
those series.
Sunday.
I know what you're talking about.
Because
That was on purpose. That one was on purpose again. you know?
well, it freaked me the fuck out because I'm sitting here looking at this party and I'm like, this isn't even the planned party. What the fuck is gonna be the party tomorrow? Like this is already like it was fucking huge. And the Cunique's over there in the corner doing fucking 5K or whatever.
Oh yeah, his
Oh my
Bro,
dude.
bro, I
so
forgot about
Cunique's
that.
actually right now is approximately 3 hours away from me by car. He's in Arizona.
He moved?
No, he's at the fucking Grand Canyon rafting or something like that. I told him to swing down to Phoenix and like come say hi, and he was like, dude, I'm with a bunch of people. They probably want to go home, but like, I'll make it happen, bro. I'll come down there. I'll tell him we're taking a little detour. So I'm not gonna see Cuniques, but I really appreciate.
I don't think
I
so.
really appreciate the effort of him saying that, man. It makes me feel good, you know. Like I know he wants to, but like if he's got people that want to go home, like take him home. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine, man.
He
You know,
just
gotta
wants to tell
prioritize
you
me.
what you want to hear. You know, he doesn't.
I know. I miss him. I miss Cuniques, man.
Me
Good
too.
guy.
Me too.
We should take that picture, that really hard picture we have of him doing that cave, and put it on a shirt and sell it.
That's a good idea.
Oh, the one of him on
Doing
the
the cave
laptop.
at the
yeah,
party
on the
with,
laptop with like all the top
yeah.
4 Inferno Cape sellers
Yeah.
around him, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it'll just say the incident on top, and then we'll sell that. That'll go crazy hard, dude. We'll
Licking their
generate.
Dude, the
chops.
worst.
Yeah.
I remember. You know, like, listen. I'm not saying he would have gotten the cape, but like, I mean, bro, it's so hard to do. I mean, if you think about like the difference of doing Inferno like at home, you know, on your own computer, like, and then doing it on stream, how much harder it is, and then imagine doing it in person with in a fucking party.
At a literal
you know,
rager,
I'm
standing
not
up.
saying he.
First
I'm
of
not
all, he's
saying
not
he
sitting
would have
down.
gotten it, but I was watching him a bunch, and bro, the amount of times he died to. So you know that laptop was touchscreen.
Oh,
And
dude!
so
oh
many
my god! I
people
witnessed that
kept
live.
coming
dude.
up to him and being like, "Oh, you should," and they would click,
Go
not
here.
knowing that it's
He
touchscreen.
would just
And
start
his
running,
character
dude.
runs, and he dies, and he's just like,
Dude, I'm
I have to go again.
99% sure that was the hooker laptop. I think that was my hook.
That was
the
your
same
laptop.
Yeah, that was the laptop that the hooker used.
"Little black
You don't
one."
have to. You don't have to call it the hooker laptop, but I know.
No,
it's
he
the
does.
same
He
laptop.
absolutely needs to.
You could just say it was your
That's right.
laptop.
perfect description.
Well, it's because it's right over there, and I literally have used it for nothing other than like dumb shit like that. It was a hooker and a Cuniques, which is the same thing as the hooker.
That's really the same thing if you think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one costs way more though.
Yeah, Cuniques is way out of my price range.
high value
Yeah,
man.
Qnix cost me $1,000, bro. It's pretty expensive.
I hope it was worth. Was it a good lay, Tasty?
Dude, it was worth it. It was very worth it, man. I'd do it again.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, speaking of people that owed me money, dude, Snail Dome came to my chat the other day. Shout out Snail Dome.
No way.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't
he's
think
alive and
Snail Dome
well.
owes you any money, man. I think you could probably put that one in the past.
Bro, no, he does not. He does not. And on top of that, he came in and he dropped 50, dude.
Wow.
What? That's really
I know.
irresponsible. That's cool, though.
I said, I don't want your money. Please do not give it to me. Are you able to give this to me? He said, don't worry, boss. Got a check for 50K in the mail today. I was like, dude, all right, I'll take it. I don't care if this is a real 50K or a fake 50K, but shout out the 50 get this.
How the
We love
fuck
Snail Dome.
did Snail Dome acquire a check in the mail for $50,000? Who did he sue?
Hey, let's not ask any questions. Let's.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably
Or-
best not to.
I don't,
Snail
I don't
Dome-
do credit checks on people when they give me money, all right? They
If
just give me
you're
money.
watching
And it-
Snail Dome, if you drop the tier 4 Patreon some, that could be a part 2.
Dude, that would actually be a really good podcast.
Wait, dude, don't we owe him a second one? Didn't it like auto renew and he didn't come on?
It did. It still says he's a tier 4. It just says
Okay.
so.
I mean, honestly, if we owe him one and he's listening, which he's not, you know, I think if we owe it to him, we owe it to him.
I
We
don't-
didn't get any new tier
Yeah.
4s after the special, did we?
Not that I've seen. No. In fact, people have been
Mm,
canceling.
we have to work on our sales pitch.
Fake
Yeah, we
motherfuckers,
need to work
dude.
on
All
our-
the people
we
that
need to
came
work
into
on our
my
sales
stream
pitch, that's
saying,
true.
"Oh, I'm totally gonna tier 4 now."
I mean, and that'd be cool. I mean,
Whack.
it hasn't been done in a while. I feel like we don't really even talk about it enough for people to really know it's a thing.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, we're pretty dog shit salesmen.
I mean, we have a pretty niche following. We don't talk shit about the patrons. Then we love them.
We do love the patrons, yeah.
You know, we just don't shove
Who's
it.
the last tier 4 to come on?
I meant our
Lukey?
sales, our
Coach teacher?
sales ways.
Chicken nugget guy.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Chicken nugget guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh,
that
chicken
came-
nuggets? Was I there?
The-
I
Wait,
was there.
did I
The guy
say
that-
dog shit following? I meant dog shit sales
Remember,
pitch.
were you there, T
Selling.
Papa? He came on and
We know
he ate a
that.
bunch of chicken
Cut
nuggets,
that out,
and then we found out
Stanton.
he wasn't recording.
Timestamp that. Cut that out.
I don't, dude, was I there for Chicken Nugget Guy? I think I wasn't, but I remember Chicken Nugget Guy. I remember the concept of Chicken Nugget Guy, but wasn't his recording messed up or something?
No, he stopped He wasn't recording until like I pointed out halfway through, like, "Hey, are you recording by any chance?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm not." But we still got to use some of the video.
He was just listening to the podcast, eating 100 chicken nuggets.
While
just
we were
vibing,
watching
bro.
him, eat chicken nuggets.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
You should have just put his audio track
Oh.
front and center and blacked out the whole screen so you just listen to a dude eating chicken nuggets.
No, they.
That's quality content.
Yeah, I still had the recording, like the desktop audio, so they could still hear. So. Yeah, that's why we do things what we do. Speaking
So,
of, I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
s-
Hamzy.
I was gonna say I know for the future we do have another D&D special that we will be recording.
Really?
Yes, me and Dublin have already been talking. We just need to like schedule, like iron out a date to like sit down and do another D&D special. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, with the future of like RuneScape blowing up, and the podcast being a RuneScape adjacent podcast, I would say, are there any people that you'd want to bring on the podcast in the near future, or any type of special events you'd like we could do? Because Tasty, I know you brought it upon yourself to do the Counter-Strike 2 tourney.
Oh yeah,
God, that was so
smashing
much
success.
fun.
We can talk about that in a bit, but that
That
was
really
a
was.
smashing success, dude. Very fun.
Yeah,
No,
I
absolutely.
definitely want to talk about that.
And you know, there's a lot of different. Odablock is even talking about. He was talking about like renting a warehouse if Kick would sponsor it, to have like 10 RuneScape streamers that don't PvP come down and like do a PvP camp. And that
would be really sick.
It would
That'd
be.
super tight.
would be super sick.
That'd
to
be
do.
wild.
Well, something I've always thought that would be a good idea. It's not. I don't have like any specifics in mind, but you know, all the like Rat Pack guys that we've always gotten along with very well in person. That we don't really like hang out in each other's streams as much, but you know, every time we see them in person, we always get along. I always thought it'd be a good idea to do something along the lines of like some kind of like PK coach thing where they all get like a group of us
get, like,
that we don't know what we're doing, and they form a team and we like fight against each other with like
that'd
them
be
as
fun,
the coaches.
dude. I don't see a lot of those people live anymore. I feel like they're a lot less active now, or
they're
all
either
just
like
gambling.
kick or gambling now. Yeah. Well, if you think about so much of their audience was based around gambling, anyways, it would make sense for them to just branch into gambling because they could probably make a lot of money gambling, and death matching was just gambling streams. So
and
very fun gambling streams.
Let's be adults in the room. We know what they were doing. A lot of them have already come forward with
what?
Yeah.
This is news to me. I'm not.
Dude, they're just playing the game, man.
Breaking news, man. You guys heard it here first. DMers were selling gold.
What?
Dude, no fucking way.
You should bleep that out to add to the mystique, man. Bleep that.
Why did they not sell any to me, bro? I'm always trying to buy gold, dude. You listen to me right now. You hit me up in Discord. I'm always trying to buy gold. I can't go on El Dorado and buy it. That's too scary.
Gold for lean.
Dude, if somebody wants not a huntsman, I think it is a huntsman marble fade, or sorry, a Bowie knife marble fade. Give me $2 bill and it's yours. So good luck, have fun.
I guess that
does that equate?
Gold on the black market right now is down to 16 cents. I looked
no
it up the
way.
Oh, never mind. $3 bill, dude. $3 bill.
No,
Holy
I
shit,
think it would be
for
close.
me.
I think it would be like 4.6 if I had to guess. If we're
Wait,
doing
16
wholesale,
cents for what?
No, because
16 cents a mil.
No way.
For
that's so cheap.
How much does that make a bill?
160 bucks.
$160. So it'll be about $4 bill.
No, the my knife is like $400, maybe $380.
Thought it was
Didn't
more.
It used to be like $50 for 100 mil or some shit.
No, usually it's been like $200 a bill for like a fair amount of time. It's like 20 cents a mil is normal, but like it's
not
down.
Not the fucking website you told me, bro. The fuck,
dude. When was the last time you bought gold though? Like 5 years ago?
Yeah, that forever ago, bro.
Dude.
Back in the
Let me look back to my first ever DM with T Papa that exists in Discord, dude.
Dual Arena days where you could still item trade. I'm pretty sure gold was like 1-to-1. So every $1 bill is $1,000. And
dude, the fucking Dual Arena with items enabled back in the day for like staking and stuff was a hive of villainy and scum. Just the worst people on the fucking planet, dude. Those guys didn't even play RuneScape. They literally just bought accounts and bought gold to gamble with, and it was just proxy gambling.
Well, because it's just if you're gambling and you're not getting scammed in the gamble, which I guess you got to factor that in. It's just better odds in the casino. You're just gambling with better odds.
Yeah, way better odds.
If you're just...
Damn, dude. I just went and looked at the original like first start of me and T Papa's DMs ever. Him sending me a very wholesome message, dude, telling me he liked my stream. The very next thing is me asking him where to buy gold.
The thing is, we had never talked about that ever. You just like assumed I knew where to buy gold.
and then it's a whole message about
was he right though?
Then it's a whole message about then it's a whole message like back and forth of where he was gonna teach me Tob. We thought it would be a funny idea for him to teach me Tob when he didn't really know. I'd never done it before. And then it goes to I think me asking T Bob if he wanted to do a group of Iron Man, but he already had a group. Which
dude, I
someone
been
from
in
your
yours.
group asked.
Dude, that
you don't want to be in anybody's first group hardcore, dude. None of those went well, man.
Dude, oh my god, look at this. It's
me
me asking T Papa if he was interested in doing group Iron Man together, and him saying, actually, I'm doing a solo 5-man thing.
I did do that. I forgot about that.
And then I said, oh, okay, that's sick. Like, have fun with that. And then him messaging me after being like, I'm actually not doing that idea. Do you want to be in a group with me, Cuteneeks, and iCherry?
Oh my god.
Y'all really used to hang out with that
really
guy.
Started hate Cherry,
and
dude.
and
Y'all really
I
hang out with
said
that guy.
no. I said I'd love to, but I've already got my group set up.
I would have much rather been in your group in hindsight. Dude, Cherry pissed me off so much that morning. Like I stayed up all fucking night, and for that stupid group, we're all in call. I think like Mick was live. The group was me, Mick, Cuneeks, Cherry, and maybe one other person. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Slavic Daddy. Slavic Daddy, dude. Oh my god, I heard that name in forever.
He was a homie, bro.
Yeah. And I'm just like, Cherry, do not fucking go. Do not pull the woolly lever. There's gonna be PKers there with accounts built, ready to kill. Because remember, there was all that drama. All the PKers were trying to like get all those accounts to vote no, and there was all that drama around GM. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna have accounts. And I'm in call, and I just watch him die in the chat. He goes, "Oh, sorry guys." And it was like that moment where, you know, when someone fucks with my sleep, I will hate them forever. Like,
that's the
you fuck with my sleep one time. Like, I stayed up all night for this, and you're gonna die 5 minutes in. Like, oh my god. And it was that moment.
I don't want to hear anybody fucking complain about their group. I'd fucking mofo in mine. Okay,
bro.
I don't want to hear
yours was
any
also
complaints, man.
Destined for failure, bro. Oh my god.
Dude,
all groups are destined for failure unless you're all full-time content creators. Like, let's be real, dude.
Unless you're the farmers.
All groups are destined for failure. Besides the
historically,
farmers. That's how
the farmers are the only group that has not failed. Like, realistically speaking, in terms of hardcore group.
Yeah,
dude. The amount of people. I'm sure you guys see this in your chats all the time. The amount of chatters I've seen come into my stream and talk to me about how, like, they still to this day play on a Blue Helm account, and no one else in their group. It's just years because that's their first experience with Iron Man, and their whole group quits, and they don't have the heart to start over as a Grey Helm, and here they are. Years later, where it's like, dude, the moment you made that decision was like you were like a couple months, 3 to 6 months.
I respect the fuck out of it.
Dude, I have one chatter who does play Blue Helm. He's had the group since the start. I think it was a 4-person, not a 5-person, but it was a 4-person group, like made a week after Group Iron dropped. They all 4 still play. And they're all maxed. They all have torque.
Way, dude.
It is the only group besides the farmers, but that's like a normie group. That is insane.
That's so awesome.
That is
those guys. Yeah. I hope they realize like how special they are as a group, because that's such one out of anomaly, a million, bro. That is such really an anomaly, bro. Like a group that is still all playing, man. There's so many solo accounts and they couldn't bring themselves to restart, and I get it, I understand it, but now here you are years down the line, and you have this sick-ass Iron Man. You've created this sick-ass Iron Man. You've done it almost all by yourself, but every little thing that comes, they're always going to see that Blue Helm first, you know?
Well, that's why you shouldn't judge
before anything else.
That's why you should never be an elitist, because you don't know the story of, especially like with RuneScape. Like that's one thing Showbeck has taught me. I've been watching a lot of Showbeck. And he tells me that everything is fashionscape. Everything is fashionscape, and your lore around your character. He says that's the whole point of the game, and it's really like opened my mind to like how people view RuneScape, and then like there is this like section of people that are really elitist, like, oh, you're a Grey Helm, or oh, you're a Blue Helm, or a Green Helm, or well, your Iron Man's not a hardcore anymore, so it's not worthy to even watch anymore, type shit. It really is like so funny of all the hundreds and thousands of people that have played this game with different accounts like they've made, and then like from the lowest of the low to the highest of the high, like Casey was talking about. There's a group of Iron Men that play together, and they're all max, and they probably get on every day, and they do like in-game content together, and they're all best friends. Like that's fucking. What other game like has that to where you can do that?
I've been tossing. Well, okay, sorry to answer your question. No fucking game, because every game ruins their shit with cosmetics. We just actually talked about this on Behemoth, because there was some WoW transplant and we were just so happy there's not an in-game shop that is cosmetics. And like
I remember that.
That literally is just like, that's why I think this is the greatest game ever. I can look at somebody's item that they're wearing. I can say, I want that. I can look it up and I can go get it in game, and it's not going to cost me $1. It's going to cost me.
RuneScape is the greatest.
It's going to cost me an infinite amount of dollars. If you think about the time I have to waste to get it, like it's actually so much worse. Maybe they should just let me spend a little money, but oh god, those pixels are so nice to have. I'm the same way. I'm like forever. I'm just obsessed with like getting the cool fashionscape. Like that's everything.
Yeah.
Like the cool item is everything.
And you know when you see it that person will. You'd like to think that they didn't buy it, they earned it, right? Obviously, people pay for services to buy them shit, but it wasn't through Jagex. It was through means if they get caught, they get banned, or they get a punishment. But yeah, it is insane, like seeing like the Radiant Oath plate armor, like people just stacked out, or Blood Torva, or the Inferno Max Cape. Like it's insane. I mean, Showback wanting to get the untrimmed
Slayer Cape,
untrimmed Slayer Cape. He saw that and he's like, "That's what I want immediately." Even though he
yeah,
has
I've heard
no
him talk
idea.
about that a lot. Do you think he knows what
he probably has an idea?
Don't tell him.
He probably has an idea.
We talked about it on Base Tapes that drops. Actually, by the time you're listening to this, Base Tapes is already out, right?
Yep, it'll be out this Friday.
Yeah, me and Tits talk about this for a while on that. I want to talk about, I think today is, of all of the days we have ever done Behemoth, I think today might be my favorite title I have ever put on a video.
I put
the video that's already out, or the video that's about to come out?
The video that's already out, dude. It's a massive update for the unemployed.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny, actually.
That's insane.
It's getting a lot of good comments, dude. Like I sat there for a while trying to figure out today's title, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a little funny one today. Not too serious, and it's not bombing any either. Like it's a decently performing title, but God, I was dying. I was giggling to myself when I thought of that one, and there's a lot of comments.
So for the listeners, tell us where that title came from and why.
Oh, okay, it's because today we got new combat achievements for Doom, which really matters to those that have Zuck helms, which is 0.13% of people that have done a certain amount of CAs. A very small percentage of the population cares heavily about today's update, and it's just so funny because there's always so many comments about how, like, honestly, it's just like there's so many casuals that watch Behemoth, and we use clips from people that aren't really casuals for the most part, and so there's always these like angry people in the comments like, I'm so mad these guys play all day, these fucking losers. And then today we're on their side, dude. It's a massive update for the unemployed.
That makes sense though, dude. The most interesting sight to a non-casual is a sweat. Like, dude, I've talked about this before. The first streamer, maybe not the first RuneScape stream I ever ended up watching, but I remember the first RuneScape stream that I ever got locked into watching was Alfie. And I remember just looking at what he was doing. It was like Dead Man mode 2020. And he was doing this method of like bursting on these skeletons. And I just was like, what the fuck is this guy doing, dude? Like, how is this a human being, man? And that is like really the most interesting sight to someone who is just like me at the time, dude. I was coming home from work. Dude, I was lighting some fucking candles, dimming that shit, bro. Pouring a glass of wine, sitting back, like doing some Slayer, killing Bloodvelds. Like that was I was so enamored.
I remember one of my first streams I clicked on that was Chambers of Zarek. Someone was at Ulm, and I remember sitting there, like, I don't even know if it was like a solo Ulm or whatever, but I remember sitting there watching them fight Ulm, and I was like, I could feel physically scared. I was like, oh my God, that is the most intense thing I have ever witnessed in my life. Like, they are fighting this bro. It was the most mind-boggling thing I had ever witnessed. And I was like, dude, I wonder if I'll ever, like, dude, imagine like getting there. That'd be wild.
Wow, look at you now.
Dude, look at me now. I'm thieving.
Yeah, I remember. I'm nothing but.
Is that what you're doing?
If anything, a casual. Yeah. I've never maxed an account. I've probably never gotten more than 5.99s on an account. And I remember joining a PVM clan, and every level that I would get, I would post it in the achievements. Because it's I
fucking love that, dude.
That was before they had clan announcements.
It's a level, bro, and and one of the mods and owners of the clan was like, "Stop posting all your levels. It's not an achievement. It's just," he's like, "Post when you get a 99." And I was like, "Well, fuck you, bro. I'm out of fucking sweat. Like, I have a job. Fuck you, bro." Like, I don't know. I feel like RuneScape is just a game that you invest so much time into that, like, even anything minuscule feels like a lot. Like, it's the start of the journey, but like, I don't know. It's hard to explain because a lot of RuneScape is just monotonous. It's just clicking the same thing over and over again, and you're watching a movie or you're watching a show or like you might be playing another game. But it's this that slow drip that like people get addicted to.
Number go up good.
Yeah.
The classic.
Also
I mean, it is interesting, like looking at like things that you've watched in the past that you never thought you'd see yourself doing, that you are doing now with ease.
I'm not. I'm still shit at the game, but you know, it's all good.
I mean, it's, you know, it's all relative.
Speaking of things that we are shit at the game at, the Counter-Strike thing, Max, that was fun as hell. That was,
Thank you.
I mean, I went really, like, obviously leading up to it, I probably only played Counter-Strike. I played for about like 8 hours a day for like 3 weeks. It consumed every aspect of my life. It was a really fun binge. I literally have not booted up Counter-Strike since the tournament, like since the
this was an event that you set up yourself, Tasty?
Yeah, so actually I was the seed of this was planted like, I don't know, 3 months ago when I was just like, hey, it'd be really cool to have like all the RuneScape players play a Counter-Strike match together, because a lot of RuneScape players all, you know, play Counter-Strike, and they're all also like really good. Like a lot of RuneScape players are really good at Counter-Strike. And so the only person I think I really talked to about it was I like mentioned it to Soup, because obviously he does big events like Gilnor Games and stuff. And then I talked to Sync a good bit about it. And then like it kind of fizzled out. Like I didn't feel like there was a lot of interest for it. So I just kind of like, you know, put it on the back burner. I was like, you know, maybe in the future this would be fun. And then randomly out of the blue, Sync messaged me like a couple months after that. It was like, hey, dude, I talked to Soup and like, we're really excited for like the Counter-Strike event if you decide to do it. And I was like, I actually completely forgot about that, but let me see what I can cook up. And so this is like in the morning. I think I messaged 12 people about it, like, you know, Settled and Framed and Jimmy and all those kind of people. And I genuinely, like, every time someone would say yes, I'd be like, we already have like Sync and Soup. They already said yes, so like you probably want to join now, you know. Like I was name dropping in every message, you know, to like kind of build an air of legitimacy, and not just like me and my little fucking twerp friends playing or whatever. And dude, I'm not kidding. I sent out maybe 12 messages in 30 minutes, and like every single person got back to me and said yes within like 20 minutes. Like it was nearly, it went so quickly that I actually had too many people, and we had to end up booting someone who Framed ended up stepping down, I think. Or it was Jimmy. Jimmy ended up stepping down, and Framed had to step out for personal obligations. But then I was like, oh fuck, everybody said yes, and I have no idea how to do this. Like I have zero fucking plan. Like I just asked if people wanted to do it, and everyone's asked me for like, you know, specific dates, like all of the information about the tournament. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, man, I don't have anything. I don't even know how to host a private game. I don't know how that works. Like, I'm not sure if that's in the game. We might have to do something for that. So yeah, then I went down this deep rabbit hole of like figuring out how to run a private server where we could all, you know, go together and do it. I ended up having to pay for it, but it was like $8 for a month or whatever, so it was not, you know, too big of a deal. I sat down for like 6 hours straight, and I like thought of every rule and contingency and how to like map out this whole thing. I made a Discord and I invited everybody. I understand now why Soup only does one Gilnor Games a year, because organizing 10 people for one single event that lasts a couple hours was such a fucking nightmare. I cannot imagine having to organize, you know, 20 people or however many people he invites for like 4 to 6 hour sessions, like 10 times or once a week for 10 whole weeks. Like it is actually kind of brutal, but it ended up going really well. I was super nervous the morning that we were supposed to do it, because me and T-Papa done like limited testing on the server, making sure like overtime works and stuff like that. And I was just prepared for everything to go fucking wrong. But somehow everything went fantastically. Like my planning paid off. C Engineer's computer blue screened like twice, but other than that, you know, it went really well, and it was really fun. We did lose, but it was really fun.
Dude, I mean, the content was great. Like that was incredible.
Fantastic.
If you don't, if you didn't know, you didn't watch it. The game 2 went into OT, and we won and forced to game 3, which also went into fucking overtime, bro. It was there was drama. Intense. It was good. And after Tasty did the draft, everyone thought Tasty's team was gonna be bad. I was on Tasty's team. Everyone was coming to my chat, be like, "Damn, bro, about
it was just
teams.
2. It was my team and Settled's team. We were the two team captains, and we drafted.
Everyone was talking all this shit, how we're gonna get stomped. Flutton and Sink and Soup and Tasty, like those are the top 4 probably.
Yeah, not to jerk myself off, but I did have the most kills for the match. I tallied it up on our team, so nice try, buddy.
So like, I feel like you kind of like came up with this idea and then like started shooting invites, and then like once you got, you know, all those bites from people saying they were down, that's when the fire was really lit under your ass to be like, oh, now I gotta make this happen.
Yeah, for sure. I think I wasn't expecting everyone to say yes immediately. And so like this was still like a fairy dream in my head by the time I had 10 people. So I was like, oh shit, like people actually want to do this. So I guess I have to,
honestly, I feel like it's easier to like have the motivation to like work out all the logistics of how the event's going to work out when you know it's happening. When you're creating it in your head as a fairy tale, it's like, oh, this might not happen.
There's no universe where I would sit down and plan out an entire tournament with no single person interested or like ready to do it. So that is a good point. Yeah, it probably would have went that way even if I was more prepared.
Ugh.
From an outsider that wasn't Max putting it all together, he did a good job. It felt professional the whole way. I was like, dude, there was like a rules. There was like, he posted like a timeline, like down to like like a little 5-minute schedule of like what we're doing at what time.
I do not want people to fuck. Dude, okay. So
dude, not only that, but he did the Discord thing where it shows you in your time. Like that, I don't know if you know about that Discord trick, but like he was, it was custom to my mountain standard. It was quite good.
I can say this because this person's never going to watch the video. The reason it was so violently organized, like down to the minute of the timeline, is because the week prior to that, I helped one of my other YouTube friends with a video he was doing, and he had like a general concept of what he wanted to do. There was no real plan, and so we all got together for this like 4-hour recording session, and it went fucking terribly. Like he kept changing the idea behind the video, like he kept changing the rules, and then he wanted to like script the whole video, which nobody agreed upon beforehand, and like for the best content outcome, which is like, it's very most YouTube videos are scripted. Sorry to break the fourth wall, but almost all of them are like
semi-fake. Oh hell nah, except for the RuneScape Beer Olympics, obviously.
Dude, most of the Twitch streams that you see and you think are viral moments are just scripted moments. Like that's another 4-4.
Yeah. Right? Oh yeah. 100%. That is unfortunately the dark truth of the industry.
Very.
But like
dark,
the
dude.
thing is that like he got 4 amateurs. No one's a fucking actor, and it was just such a bad experience. He ended up scrapping the entire video, so a full day of like 5 people's time was completely wasted. And I was like, man, I really do not want anything close to that to happen to me. So I'm just gonna fucking grind this one out, That
was good.
Yeah.
Okay, completely unrelated. I think I'm allowed to say this. I don't know. Maybe we can believe it if I'm wrong. But MMG is your friend. We're not saying that's the same guy. Okay, right? I have no.
No, not that guy. Okay. Not that guy. Different guy. MMG is a fucking stud professional, dude. MMG is a goat at that shit. He would never let that slide.
I had no idea that like you were friends with MMG. I get his TikToks and his podcast all the time.
Yeah, good guy. I love MMG.
Ain't that the guy that's dating Megan Fox?
He's dating a girl that looks like Megan Fox, actually.
Oh.
Do you know MMG is like the #1 face of the there's a YouTube has bought the rights to this upcoming NFL game between the Chargers and the Chiefs, and his MMG's face has been plastered all over YouTube and the YouTube abs hyping it. He is like the hype man for that game.
Very excited. He told me about that. He's very excited about that. Yeah,
dude,
that's like
it's insane where I'm seeing his face, like everywhere, like commercials, like he is like really becoming mainstream.
Like legitimately famous. Like he's actually a famous person.
So are the worlds colliding between like professional sports and streaming? I feel like that's.
Yeah, that's
for him.
Absolutely,
he's the face of one of YouTube's biggest acquisitions right now. Like it's
well,
wild.
Actually, I mean, it's not necessarily like real sports or anything, but this was earlier this year, but in January, dude, when WWE had the Royal Rumble, they had Speed. They invited him to stream.
Oh yeah, he's like
his experience. They invited him to stream. They gave him backstage like access, and he streamed the whole night, just being backstage talking to random wrestlers. And dude, he's doing like all sorts of, you know, comedy and bits. And there's a point where they took him to meet John Cena, and like he couldn't like find him, and like just like left. And then dude, they did one of the best, bro. So like, you know, I love professional wrestling. It's always, as a wrestling fan, it's always kind of corny when they like bring in celebrities to be part of the show. But dude, the way they did it with Speed was actually hilarious. Maybe I'm a little biased because I like the guy a lot. But dude, they did this whole thing where this guy was supposed to run into the Royal Rumble. You know, the Royal Rumble, it's a 30-man match. You know, you throw everyone over the rope and the last one standing wins. And so this guy goes in, and one guy gets mad and beats him up like as he's running in. So he doesn't get to enter, but they need someone to enter at that number, you know? And then like Triple H, who's the boss, you know, is at the back. He's like, we need someone to go in. We need someone to go in. And Speed is just back there streaming. He's like, Speed, you're in. You got to go in, dude. And they threw him into the Royal Rumble. And bro, his performance was incredible. He got fucking decked, dude. like
really
he
decked?
He got fucking lit up. He did, first of all, most important part, doesn't matter like your performance of I'll throw this clip in for you guys if you want to. You can like skip a little forward to see where it actually happens, but you know, your performance of how you do in the ring is not that important. You know, he did the most important part, which was an entrance that, you know, really captivated the crowd. And, you know, he had his moment standing in the middle of the ring and had that like virality, if you will. And then he took a spear from Braun Breaker, who is a former NFL running back. This guy fucking split him in half, bro.
Are you finding
watching this
looks
right
like you're
now?
looking.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it right now.
This guy looks like he got actually hurt. What the hell? This is.
Yeah, you can go up to like 205 in the clip if you want to see where he gets.
There's the back.
I mean,
I remember this was all over Twitter.
Speed is a freak of nature, dude. He is an insane athlete. Like he really is.
He's actually really fast. Like that's the crazy part. He beats everyone. He beat Ashton Hall in that race. Like, oh my god,
he
got
laid out. Dude.
Yep.
He got fucking rocked.
That for sure hurts a lot.
Oh,
like even if it is,
he's
you know,
above his head
scripted.
now.
It was at that moment when he realized what he has now signed up for.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
if you're gonna go in, you gotta go big. I don't know, man. It's always a little corny when they bring in celebrities to wrestling, but every now and then someone like really make the most of it. Dude, so actually, I don't know if you guys saw this in the headlines. Kind of a little bit on the opposite, darker side of this convo.
I know what you're
Rampage.
talking
Yeah, Rampage
Yeah.
Jackson. His son, Raja Jackson, who, I mean, I don't know if you guys even want to watch this clip. I don't know if we should put this on the pod.
I think we talked about this on Patreon. Did we?
Last week?
Did we?
What do you mean? That didn't happen 2 weeks ago. I thought that was like recent.
Oh, I might be. I've talked about it with so many people. I figured I already talked about it with y'all.
I don't think we talked about it yet.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. If anyone knows, Raja Jackson was, riding on the coattails of his dad and streaming on Kick, and was actually having like some good moments with his dad. I would say I saw a lot of like the viral clips that were popping off, and he looked like a likable guy, and he gets this part with this. What were they, Hamzy? They weren't the official WWE.
it was some indie wrestling show that invited Raja Jackson to Rampage's
Was it a Kick
son
show?
to-
It was like a Kick sponsored event.
No. It's nothing Kick sponsored. It's just they invited him there, and like said it'd be nice if you streamed your whole experience. Pretty much the same thing that WWE did with Speed, except it went very dark. So he was streaming on Kick the whole time, starting from his experience hanging out with the wrestlers backstage. He had an altercation with another one of the wrestlers, Psycho Stu, who like smashed an empty can on his head, like crushed like an empty can on his head.
And I will say,
said something to him.
Raja ate it. By the way, didn't flinch. If anyone saw that clip, Raja ate the can.
And then he got in his face and like, you don't do that to me. And it seemed to be a little bit of a misunderstanding, where the wrestler thought he was, a wrestler. He didn't know that this was some, guy who was invited. And ultimately it ended up with them like hashing it out, being like, yo, sorry man, like whatever, like we moved past it, like everything's good. And then it cuts to Raja sitting front row later on in the night during this guy's match, and he's talking to his cameraman about what he's gonna do to him. And they allowed him to go in and have a spot in the match where he interferes and he runs in and, suplexes this guy, and he's supposed to get on top of him and beats him up, but he starts beating him up for real. And, this is pro wrestling, so they're letting him hit him, and it took a bit of time to realize,
that ref
should have noticed earlier. Those were very clearly real
That ref
hits, dude.
fucking blew it, bro. Like, what are you doing?
He should have been the ref if he can't stop Raja, because he. But
the thing is, they're not real fighters, so it's not a real fucking ref.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
But you see him panic. You see him go like try to. He's like you see him like try to get Raja off. He's like, I can't do this. He looks around. He's looking around for someone else, dude. It was so.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's a certain trust of everyone that's in the ring that he's not actually hurting him. And then I don't know. I like a lot of people have had. There's been a lot of discourse of like, oh, they should have stopped him sooner. I mean, it's hard to say when you're in that situation yourself to be like, what would you have done?
In the moment is different. That's a good point.
You have to think about how long it takes your brain to actually register like, oh fuck, he's actually. But like the worst part about this is this guy Psycho Stu is he's like a former vet, and he deals with PTSD, and these pro wrestling like indie shows are how he like deals with it. So he fully agrees to this spot where he's going to let this guy beat his ass. But then he just starts like, I think he was knocked out after
they put him
maybe one or two punches.
You put him in a fucking coma for like 4 days.
I mean, he that's like attempted murder. I mean, he took maybe 20 plus punches straight to a unconscious body.
Raja Jackson punches.
Yeah.
Not just normal, not human punches.
Yeah, he MMA fighter.
I mean,
He's
they ain't no
MMA.
Q punches for sure.
Full on.
There are no Q punches.
Testosterone, HGH, trend punches by a psychopath.
I think a lot of it has to do with on Twitter, like 2 days before, like, so that Raja Jackson guy, right? He was sparring in a gym, and he was streaming the sparring on Kick, and that one guy did a spinning back kick on him in the gym, literally a day prior. As he's streaming, he got spinning back kick, and Raja Jackson got knocked out live on his stream.
I mean, that dude probably has,
and that wasn't
a lot of
cool.
CTE. He's probably got a lot of.
And I'm also just thinking, like, he got dogged on stream the day before, so he's like probably like a little pissed about that.
I didn't know this.
I
didn't know this.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you've seen also, but Rampage Jackson like has been known to repeatedly like pretty much bully his son.
That doesn't
And
surprise
talk about
me.
how,
Yeah,
talk
he
about
seems
how
like a
much
bad
of a
dad.
pussy he is.
Yeah.
And he was like, so at the time between the attempted murder and when the altercation started, the whole thing is streamed, dude. The whole fucking, like, any court case judge just has the whole thing on tape. And he's sitting there talking about, I'm gonna fuck him up so bad, you know, like, my dad's definitely not gonna call me a pussy after this.
That's like honestly
Dude.
so sad. That like genuinely is heartbreaking to hear. That dude.
And
has-
there's
Rampage
also,
Jackson's a
there's
bad dad.
also, there's
Of course he
also
is,
the
yeah.
promoter. There's the promoter for the wrestling program, also on video, telling him, "Hey, you know, after that whole thing went down, which they squashed it, like they're
The
shown
beer
on
can,
stream-
to reiterate,
Yeah,
the beer
yeah,
can.
yeah.
the-
The beer can
And they made up. They said he apologized. He said, "What's up?" Like, you know, it's all done. After that, the promoter is even seen on stream telling him, "Dude, you're gonna get your chance. Go fuck him up. I don't even care. Like, just beat his fuck." And he's now like claiming that he wasn't telling him that for real. He was in character.
Yeah, we'll see if that holds up in court.
Yeah, good luck, dude. I mean, I'm assuming he'll pursue some sort of legal action. He should.
I mean, I'm surprised he's not already
I'm surprised.
behind bars.
I feel like
because
it,
that
I
is
feel like it's
literal
not going to happen
attempted
because it
murder.
hasn't already happened. That's my idea. I feel
Yeah,
like-
I don't know how it hasn't happened already.
No, they move slowly sometimes. It's not necessarily a fast thing.
Well, I asked, me and Seth had a conversation about this because if this was a couple of days after it and he hadn't been arrested, and I asked Seth, who is a former Kroger employee, and he's very up to date with the law. I asked him, why has this asshole not been arrested yet? And he's like, well, mainly because there wasn't a cop there to witness it. But since you have to report a crime, and then the police have to investigate that crime so they can charge you with the right thing so it sticks in court, right? So
Mhm.
if there's pending legal charges, they're probably just getting all their ducks in a row. Like, there's probably a prosecutor already like building the case against him, and since there's a lot of streams, a lot of footage, they're probably just combing through all of it and getting all the legality, you know, everything checked out. But if that doesn't happen,
yeah, he
Psycho
has to be behind bars for a long time.
Psycho who?
Yeah, he deserves that. Dude.
Psycho
That guy should
Stu,
not be
dude.
in
Psycho
public.
Stu can also sue him civilly, which could also take time. But I guarantee you, they've been contacted by a lot of different lawyers, because any lawyer that sees that is already being like, "Oh, that's a fucking $10 million payout right there."
Oh, they're licking their chops.
And that
I mean,
brings
yeah,
me
that's just fucking horrifying.
to another question that I have proposed to Seth. How much is it worth to get paid to get beat half to death by Raja Jackson and live to tell the tale, knowing that like your great grandchildren are probably going to be set for life? You live through it, and thankfully, from what I don't think it's clear yet, but thankfully there's like no lasting effects from what they can tell.
I mean, yeah, he has broken face bones.
Broken face bones. He lost a couple teeth, but he's not brain dead, not paralyzed. So he's about.
But it's just like, how much money could you get from Raja Jackson? Like, you can't
How
like
old
go
is
after
Raja Jackson?
him.
Yeah, he's an adult.
And get his dad's money. And also, I'm pretty sure Rampage doesn't have a lot of money left either.
Not from the A-Team?
Well,
Like, yeah,
That
he
movie-
did
I
like
like that
one
movie
big
a lot.
movie. I know. I did
according
love that. Oh,
to
that's-
Rampage, this was said like a day after on Rampage's stream. He said that he has $3 million set aside for his good kid and for college, and he has $3 million set aside for Raja for lawyer fees.
For his good kid, that's insane.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. So who knows? He might be able to get something. Rampage might help his shit son out, according to him. But it's.
I mean, like 50 M's? I don't know. Maybe less.
Well,
than
no,
that.
here's the deal. I look it up, and everywhere I'm seeing like Rampage is only worth between, on the high end estimation, 8 million, low end 4 million. So,
I mean, if I can take all 8,
but like, you can't get all of his dad's money if Raja did it. You know, like
it wouldn't work like that.
yeah, like you can only go after how
Yeah.
much Raja's making.
I mean,
Like-
yeah, you could sue someone for 10 million, but if they don't have 10 million,
Yeah.
You're
you
not
get like
getting
you
10
can
million.
get I don't know the word. There's a word for it, but you can get like a stipend
Could
from their
you
check
sue
forever, essentially.
Kick. That's probably the question lawyers are asking right now: is if they can hold Kick
Mm.
liable.
You can
Kick would
probably
be
sue
really
the
hard.
You
wrestling
can
promotion
sue
promotion,
whoever
too.
you want, but I don't
Well,
think
Kick
you'll
is
win.
international court because that's Australian. So that
You can
would
sue
be
the wrestling
Oh,
very
program.
hard to sue.
Interesting.
The wrestling
That's a-
promotion
it's
for
a-
allowing
it
a
was a rough-
non-professional.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I would like. I think they definitely fucked up.
Dude, they
that-
almost had this
whatever
in
that ref
WWE,
is-
bro. Cody Rhodes is just a fucking gangster, so he didn't do this. But they had a thing earlier this year where, he was unconscious and they brought Travis Scott out, to be part of a thing.
Oh, I remember
And
that.
he slapped him, he's on the ground, like supposedly fake unconscious, and he slaps him, but Travis Scott hit him like directly in the ear and like ruptured his eardrum. But he
remember
was
that.
just an absolute homie about it. I was like,
man.
don't worry, like, things happen.
That's why you can't bring
It was
amateurs
a rough,
into
rough
this.
week for Kick, dude. They had that go down on their side, and they had
The French guy.
Remember the French guy die? Like, oh boy,
French
that's
guy,
a.
yeah.
I mean, dude, the accusations
But they're
are-
also in Australia, so good luck suing them.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Ugh.
I just found the funniest thing that we can talk about after we end this episode, maybe on the Patreon too. But this
Okay.
literally just came across my desk, dude. This is pretty funny.
Is it?
Oh,
All right,
okay.
we are about an
That's
hour
good to
in. Should we X this off and head to the Patreon? What are we saying?
I think that's an excellent move, Mr. Tasty, especially with something hot off the press that we need to talk about. So,
it's
thank
it's
you
just funny.
for watching.
Yeah, I got no tweets. I checked. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of.
I got one. I'm not gonna tweet it, but okay, it's like asterisk, like setting up the situation. It's me talking to the doctor and my wife. And is there a Mr. Carriage? Don't skip. We have some news for you because we have recently reworked our entire podcast format. We will still be conducting one normal podcast a week, but now Tier 1 patrons will have access to a weekly exclusive Patreon podcast that's going to be even more based and more after dark. We've also updated our other tiers to include perks that allow you to directly interact with the podcast and influence the topics that we speak about. The Patreon will be linked in the description below.